Everyone hold hands!
Shine down!
Let's move out. Hey!
Illusion shattered!
Allow me! Everyone hold hands! I see everything!
There is no escape! Not over!
Everyone hold hands!
Shine down!
I see everything!
Illusion shattered!
Torrent, bring refuge! Let's move out. Foresight brings... Everyone hold hands!
There is no escape!
Hold the line! I see everything! Allow me!
Shine down!
Hold the line. I see everything. Hey,
There is no escape!
rest and rebuild.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
This realm is... If you ever have any... This realm is... If you ever have...
They say that people who have lost their sense of joy are like withered flowers. I, of course, must continue to blossom for as long as possible. So it falls to you to entertain me with a thrilling conversation. There are probably as many things that I want to do right now as there are stars in the sky. I think my top priority, though, would be to add some more furnishings to this place. Hey! Don't be upset. I never said there was anything wrong with this place as it stands. However, pretty furnishings are like extra outfits in the wardrobe. You can never have too many of them. That's especially true for tea parties. You've got to switch up the furnishings and decorations every now and then to keep things fresh and new. A lot of people might say that it's best to stick to what's tried and tested, but I think it's possible to respect tradition while trying something new at the same time. Well, when it comes to things I'm interested in, I don't mind putting in the time to become the most knowledgeable person in the topic. Anyway, since I brought up the idea of getting some more furnishings, let me provide the funds. Don't worry. Surintendant Chevalmeron hasn't approached me about my overspending so far this month, which means I still have plenty of more left in my private reserve. I just mean my savings from my performance fees. I thought I'd mentioned it to you before, no? I've done the occasional paid performance over the past few centuries, and it all added up, so I do have some personal savings. I turned the whole pot over to Surintendant Chevalmeron to manage. She's a lot better at investments and trading than me. I shouldn't have to worry about my finances for quite some time. So even though Surintendant Chevalmeron makes a budget for me each month, it doesn't matter if I spend a little extra now and then.
Hello! It's an honor to be invited into your home. It's even better than I imagined. I really appreciate the way this space combines popular aesthetics with your own personal style. Such a pleasant surprise. Decorating is not one of my areas of expertise, I'm afraid, although I could certainly give you some advice on keeping the place well ventilated, if you want. The ventilation system I use in my perfume studio is one that I designed myself. As you can imagine, a perfume studio has more stringent ventilation requirements than other indoor spaces. Beyond that, it's worth giving some serious consideration to the position of doors and windows. Of course, these are just suggestions. If you have friends with more relevant expertise, you should ask them too. Hello! Of course, as long as I'm not keeping you from anything. Why don't you pick a topic? Well, since you asked, forgive me for being blunt, but I'm afraid not. The scenery here makes it a great place to live, but it's missing quite a few necessities as far as a perfume studio is concerned. Perfumes have very strict storage requirements. It takes a lot of dedicated equipment. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from bringing the place up to spec. If you did that, it could make a fine studio space indeed. You're not the first person to ask me that question. Some people even believe certain perfumes can help you stay alert or increase productivity. But unfortunately, that's just wishful thinking. Certain fragrances can have a temporary relaxing effect on people, but long-term exposure to strong scents actually has a negative effect on the brain. If you want my personal opinion, beyond being well-rested and sober, the best way to improve concentration is to minimize exposure to external stimuli. Before you begin a task, you need to remove all distractions and make sure your environment is suited to long hours of uninterrupted work. If you ignore those two factors, you're setting yourself up for failure, no matter what your mental state is.
Huh? Looking for me at this hour of the day? This falls outside of my predictions. Is something the matter? All right, I'm in good spirits. Is there anything you wish to know? Oh, how studious of you. I am indisputably an erudite scholar, for my learning encompasses the stars above and earth below. But it would consume a considerable amount of time to explain the tenets of astrology. For now, some practical advice will do. For instance, ingredients approaching their expiration date can be used to create very cost-effective meals as long as you thoroughly cook them with the appropriate cooking methods. Many stores have monthly sales. Find an opportune time to stock up on grains and dried foods. As staple foods, they will keep you feeling full for a long time. Also, processing your own meat products is much cheaper than buying them ready-made.
Oh, huh. How impolite of you to generalize it as such.
These techniques are all a crucial element of living a disciplined life. They are the result of refinement of the objective laws of the world.
So, I'll be stricter with you.
You need to be more disciplined if you are to understand this world's truths. Huh? Look, Oh, good morning. If you need anything, I'll make time for you. Call me if there is something you can't resolve.
Toodaloo. Silly jerk. One client, two clients, three clients. Phew! Go!
I'm really happy to see you again. It's really fun here. The house is huge and there's a lot of room. There are lots of new things here. It'll take a long time to run from one end of the road to the other. No, definitely not. Master Jean told Klee many times that Klee can't destroy Mr. Honorary Knight's house. So I didn't bring any of my treasures. Catching lizards, chasing frogs, drawing, making crafts, hide and seek. There are so many fun things to do. Oh, I'm really happy. Okay, I'll come. I like chatting. I can show you the latest cool thing I found. Look at this, an awesome fishing net. Let me teach you. You spread the net into the lake like this, wait for the right moment, and whoosh! You scoop it up. You have to make sure you're quietly hiding, then take them by surprise. 'Cause this is Mr. Honorary Knight's house, so Klee should be careful not to blow stuff up. This way is a bit more annoying than using bombs, though. Fish are slippery and flop around a lot, so they'll jump back into the water if you don't hold them tight. But it's also fun to play with fish like this. Oh, really? Then wait for me. I can make a lot of bombs really fast because I already prepared the materials. I'm super happy.
The final destination of every journey is home. So I knew you'd show up here eventually. I feel right at home, but it takes a lot to faze me. I've always been comfortable with new places and new faces. By the way, did you know that most Saurian companions can get real territorial? They only let people they know into their space. Since you invited me here, that means you consider me a good friend. And that's a real honor. I'm so happy I've been smiling all day. Well, then I gotta say, I like what you've done with your lair. In Natlan, Saurians are like friends and family to us. They're an irreplaceable part of our lives. You're important to me as well, as one of my close friends. That's why I made that, Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Toodaloo.
The final Couldn't have picked a better moment. I just got back. Well, you gotta make an effort when you go. So, how about you? I'm curious. Huh. Sounds very meticulous. So I guess you're the kind of tourist who never misses out on a single highlight, huh? You probably explore every village, walk down every last street, try all the best dishes on all the good menus, tick every scenic spot off the list. I can just imagine it. Traveling with you would be so fulfilling. All right, I'll keep your preferences in mind for the next time we travel together. It'll be a journey into the unknown. I can't wait! Of course. Most tourists who come to our tribal land on vacation stick to the popular routes, so I've gone over those countless times. I could literally navigate them with my eyes closed if I wanted, not even exaggerating. But I never would, because even when it's a road I've been down before, each time I go, it's a new journey. All kinds of things make each trip unique, whether it's the clouds in the sky, the ever-changing weather, the wildflowers by the side of the road, or all the wild animals that give you a fright when they jump out of nowhere. And that's not even considering the tourists who suddenly change their plans and head off the beaten track onto some tiny winding trail. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't complaining. I actually don't mind at all. Just the opposite, in fact. More twists and turns means a more varied and scenic route, so it's no loss at all. Sure, I guess. I'll gladly go wherever you want. But remember, if you ever get sick of walking everywhere, just hop onto my surfboard.